Live from the Philoy Flying V Arena here in San Juan, this is a basketball showdown like no other. Get ready and put your game face on as we begin the Master Game Face All-Star Basketball Challenge. And now, please welcome back your hosts, Tony and Susie.
Very much, Raleigh. Good afternoon, everybody.
Welcome to San Juan Arena. Make some noise. This is the first time we'll be doing this, Susie.
Definitely won't be last, judging from the turnout. Are you guys excited?
All right, introducing this year's Master Game Face Challenge. Teams is Rolly.
Thank you. On Team Borgie, as voted by the fans, are the following. Number 25 from San Beda College, Kyle Pascual. From National University, Emmanuel Emby. This is from San Beda College, David Semerat. From the FEU Town Carl Brian Cruz. Also from the FEU Town number 8, R.R. Garcia. From the UP Fighting Maroons, number 12, Henry Asilo. From the Arellano Chiefs, number 5, John Pinto. From the EAC Generals, number 9, Chan Hamon. From the National University Bulldogs, number 16, Kyle Napis. From the UP Fighting Maroons, number 21, Joseph Panata. And now let's meet the starters for Team Borgie. From the San Beda Red Lions, number 7, Wasser Amir. Also from San Beda, number 00, Ola Antiogon. Another San Beda Red Lion, number 24, Rome De La Rosa. From the UP Fighting Maroons, number 30, Andre Paras. And from the National University Bulldogs, number 15, Bobby Ray Parks. And of course, their coach, former San Beda Red Lion captain, Borgie Ermida. We also have from the FEU Town Mike Tolomia. And the injured player from Arellano who graciously went here, Mr. James Forrester. And now, let us meet their opponents, Team Chris. And as voted in by the fans, first from the Letra Knights, number 3, Mark Cruz. From the De La Salle Green Archers, number 12, Kim Montalvo. From the Ateneo Blue Eagles, their newest player, number 17, Jerry Pingoy. From the UE Red Warriors, number 8, Roy Suma. From the Adamson Falcons, number 9, Jericho Cruz. From the Letra Knights, number 23, Raymond Almazan. From the De La Salle Green Archers, Arnold Van Opstal. Also from De La Salle, number 6, Norbert Torres. From the Ateneo Blue Eagles, number 11, Chris Newsom. From the UST Growling Tigers, number 16, Jared King. Also from UST, number 14, Kevin Fennett. From the De La Salle Green Archers, Jason Perkins. From the Adamson Falcons, number 13, Reuter Cabrera. And starting for Team Chris are the following. First from the Ateneo Blue Eagles, number 5, Whammy Johnson. From the UST Growling Tigers, number 20, Karim Abdul. From the De La Salle Green Archers, number 21, Sharon Tang. From the USC Growling Tigers, number 10, Alshon Mariano. And from the Ateneo Blue Eagles, number 15, Kiefer Avena. And of course, their coach, King Eagle, Chris Chu. A big hand for Team Borgie and Team Chris. And now everyone, may we ask everyone to please rise for the Philippine National Anthem, and our national anthem will be sung by Alejandro Rivera.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisiil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw. May dilag ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal, ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagningning-ning, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pag may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng luwalhati pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mang-aapi, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Thank you very much, Mr. Alejandro Rivera. And now let's ask both teams to have their traditional handshake at center court.
We welcome you live from the arena in San Juan in a very festive mood today as we present to you the Master Game Face All-Star Basketball Challenge at the Studio 23 and brought to you by ABS-CBN Sports courtesy of Master Facial Wash, coached by two of the most popular athletes from their generation and from their respective leagues, Chris and Borgie. Both teams have 18 players each, all voted by fans throughout this season. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat and thank you for tuning in to us. Ako po si Eric Picard, kasama si Marco Benitez, and courtside we'll be joined by our reporters. Reporting for Team Chris, we have Selena Dagdag, and reporting for Team Borgie, we have Bea Fabregas. We'll hear from them shortly as to ito po ang ating courtside reporters, and we'll get some insights from Chris, Chu, and Borgie Hermida from these ladies a little later on. Thank you, ladies, and we'll talk to you later. Pag-usapan natin ang mga teams ngayon. Marco, we have Team Chris. Let's start with that. Chris Chu with a lineup of UAAP starting five, and obviously reserves coming from both leagues.
Yes, exactly, Eric. Good afternoon to everybody, and always an exciting occasion when you have the best of college basketball facing up against each other, and definitely coached by two of the best guards during their time, Chris Chu and Borgie Hermida. For Team Chris, when we talk about Team Chris's starting five that were introduced, you have Wami Chongson and Kiefer Avena, both from Ateneo. Karim Abdul, starting big man from UST, Jeron Teng of DLSU, and Aljon Mariano, also of the UST Growling Tigers. So you can be sure there's going to be a lot of chemistry in the front line for Team Chris, and also in the back court because of Chongson and Ravena.
All right, pag-usapan natin yung reserves of Team Chris, and it's still a very solid lineup composed of players from the NCAA, and of course from the UAAP. Take a look at this.
Even though votes are made by the audience, you know that they know their basketball. And as you take a look at the reserves, you have Mark Cruz from Collegiate San Juan de la Tran. You have guys like Roy Sumang, Jericho Cruz, Arnold Banopsol, Norbert Torres, Jerick Teng, who is the main gunner for UST, part of the reserve list for Team Chris. So no shortage of firepower here for Team Chris Chu.
All right, now, Marco, obviously, minutes is going to be a problem here. Of course, I mean, these players want to showcase their skills and want to have fun because mostly, of course, this all-star game from Master Game Face is all about having fun.
That is definitely true, and as we saw at the back behind me, that was Kiefer Avena. Having that playful mood, you can be sure everybody's out here to have fun. But of course, once it comes to crunch time, the competitive nature of all these players are definitely going to come out. And like what you said, playing time is going to be a problem, so it's going to be up to the coaches to manage the playing time. And also, pride is going to be at stake, Eric.
Now, speaking of coaches, pag-usapan natin yung coach ng Team Chris. So obviously, it's no big secret. Chris Chu is the head coach of Team Chris. And for those of you who've been living under a rock, perhaps, for the last 7-8 years, and you don't know who Chris is, take a look at his credentials.
Yes, former King Eagle, champion UAAP Season 71, also a member of the Mythical 5 for UAAP Season 71. One of the best shooters that Ateneo has produced, one of the best clutch performers as well, and a national team player in his own right.
All right, let's introduce the third member of the panel, Selena Dagdag, courtside reporting for Team Chris. Selena, what is the mood so far in the dugout of Chris Chu or Team Chris?
Well, you know what, Eric, Marco, perfect timing because right here with me is Chris. Let me correct that, Coach Chris Chu. Coach, everybody knows how you're like as a player on court, but how are you like as a coach? On top of that, handling an all-star cast.
Oh, okay. As a coach, I think I'm very strict, but and serious at the same time. But you know, as much as I'm strict and serious, you know, I know how to make the boys have a lot of fun. So today we're gonna try to win. We're gonna play as hard as we can, but we want to have fun as well.
Good luck on that, Coach Chris, and thank you very much. Back to you, Eric and Marco.
All right, thank you, Selena. I don't believe one bit that Chris is strict as a coach, but we'll see. What do you think?
Well, I think one thing is for sure, this guy is a winner. So definitely, he's going to want to win it against Team Borgie at the end. So you can be sure that he's going to field in the players whom he feels will get him that victory, Eric.
All right, speaking of Team Borgie, let's take a look at the starting five of Team Borgie. This is going to be a mix of UAAP and NCAA players. And there is the lineup.
Well, very noticeable there. Bobby Ray Parks back-to-back UAAP MVP. And you have 3 players from the San Beda Red Lions, so no problem with chemistry as far as the starting 5 of Team Borgie is concerned. Also, rookie from University of the Philippines, Andre Paras. So it's going to be a lot of pressure maybe on the shoulders of Andre Paras playing side by side with these guys, but I'm sure he's going to have fun doing it. And expect a lot also from Bobby Ray Parks, matched up against Kiefer Avena, their rival from the UAP.
Take a look at the reserves of Team Borgie.
Also, strong reserve lineup. You have the Anthony Semerat, Kyle Pascual, David Semerat. So you have 3 more guys from San Beda. A total of 6 players from the San Beda Red Lions. So actually, kung gusto ni Team Borgie, pwede niya i-field all 5 from San Beda. And then you have guys like Jean Embe, R.R. Garcia, former UAAP MVP in his own right. Another terrific clutch player. You have another sophomore guard from UP, Henry Asilum. And you have Mike Tolomia and Carl Cruz from FEU. So very big names, very popular names. And we can all see that the audience and the viewers know whom to vote for.
All right, now let's introduce the final member of the panel. Let's talk to Bea Fabregas. And Bea, is there a confident mood? Well, we'll get to that later, but in the meantime, pag-usapan muna natin si Coach Borgie Hermida, and obviously 4-time NCAA champion, this man. And speaking of winning, this guy knows how to win.
Definitely. If Chris Chu is a winner on the UAP side, this guy, one of the winningest players in the NCAA. 4-time NCAA champion and finals, NCAA season 85 finals MVP. So one of the best guards that San Beda has produced, and definitely a proven leader and a true winner is Borgie Hermida.
Now let's get to that conversation with the 4th member of our panel, Bea Fabregas. Is the team feeling confident that they can get a win against Team Chris?
Eric and Marco, good afternoon. Hindi talaga magpapatalo ang Team Borgie. And I am here with Coach Borgie Hermida. Coach, magandang hapon. I just want to ask you, what's it like coaching this all-star lineup, and how do you feel going up against Coach Chris Chu?
Hello, first of all, good afternoon. I feel so great na mag-coach ngayon. All-star lineup pa. Tapos kalaban ko pa si Chris Chu, another all-star player na pwede maging all-star coach din. So, sana mabigyan namin yung audience fans ng magandang match-up.
Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck po sa inyo today. Back to you, Eric and Marco.
All right, thank you, Bea. I don't know about you, but Borgie seems a little nervous.
Yes, I'm sure going up against Chris Chu. And you know, Eric, one thing's for certain, if these guys still wanted to play in their own right, pwede pa rin tong dalawa na to. Both of these guys in tip-top shape and basketball condition.
All right, let's get the... well, we'll get to the main event in just a little bit, pero this is going to be, you know, a lot of fun, especially for these kids prior to the start of the season, prior to the start of the NCAA and the UAAP. This is a good chance for them to have a little bit of fun, you know, and play for the fans, not just for the win, but to entertain the fans.
Yes, and it's not often or very seldom that we see guys like Kiefer Avena and Jeron Teng playing on the same team. R.R. Garcia playing with some of the key players from the NCAA, guys from San Beda. So definitely going to be a treat for us to watch, and there's going to be no shortage of offense. You can be sure about that.
All right, folks, we'll get to the tip-off in just a bit. You can see Coach Borgie putting together some plays while Team Chris Chu, Coach Chris is more in a relaxed mood right now. We'll get to the tip-off in just a bit and come back with more of the Master Game Face All-Star Basketball Challenge.
Isama sa dekado ang magpapainit pa ng tanghalian nyo. Bakbakang hamon ng mga undefeated laban sa kanilang mga kaaway. At ang two-time Mexican national champion, Jesse Vargas. Laban kay Wale Omotoso. Huwag nang pahuli. ABS-CBN Sports presents Top Rank Boxing, June 9, Sunday, 12 noon, dito sa Studio 23. Ngayong Sabado, tuloy-tuloy na ang laglagan ng ating mga karapublikang Cebuano.
Apo-apo ni Daguhoy, yung nakadagon sa huyuhoy.
Kasing talas kaya ng itak ni Lapu-Lapu ang kanilang salita? O mangangamoy danggit ang kanilang mga kataga?
Kasi yung mukha niya pare ang hirap titigan. Skin ni Jins ang dapat na gamitin.
Dito ka ba?
Pasensya na. Pasensya na.
TM Republica Battle Season 2, Sabado 6 p.m. sa Studio 23. Iba, kabarakada. Pagsapit ng gabi, matatakot ka. Maiiyak ka.
Matagal na ako nagtitiis dahil nandiyan ka. Kuya!
Maghihimutok ka.
Dahil sa mga politikong katulad mo.
Matatawa ka.
Yung mukha ang yun!
Mababaliw ka sa mga Pinoy at Kung Fu films tuwing gabi.
Tinatukan na ako!
Hindi na boring ang gabi, kabarkada. Yeah, boy. Barkada night sa mga oras na ito sa Studio 23. Iba, kabarkada.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very pleasant Saturday afternoon from the Philoil Flying V Arena here in San Juan as we bring you the very first Master Game Face All-Star Basketball Challenge. Let's meet the starters first for Team Borgie. At forward number 24, Rome De La Rosa. Power forward number 30, Andre Paras. Center number 00, Ola Ationon. Point guard number 7, Basser the Hammer Ahmed. And the off-guard number 15, Bobby Ray Parks. Their head coach is San Beda Red Lion former captain Borgie Hermida. And now let's meet Team Chris. Forward number 21, Sharon Teng. Power forward number 10, Aldrin Mariano. At center number 20, Karim Abdul. Point guard number 5, Whammy Johnson. And the off guard number 15, Kiefer Ojeda. And the head coach for Team Chris, of course, former King Eagle, Chris Chu.
Take a look at your starters. Pinag-usapan na natin yan kanina here in your Master Game Face All-Star Basketball Challenge mula sa arena in San Juan. And it's a sight to behold. You come over here and I mean, sa labas ang daming things to do, you know, side events that Master Facial Wash has put together, some shootouts and some product samplings and all that. And, you know, kids, families, and all that, college kids even have come over here and have been hanging around since about 2:30. Ang dami ng tao, no?
Yep, and that's exactly correct, Eric. Great atmosphere here in the San Juan Arena and all put up by Master Game Face. And as the starters were introduced, a lot of bantering and a lot of daming kulitan nangyayari between the starting five of both teams. You can be sure that these guys outside the court are friends in their own right. So it's going to be exciting who starts out strong and who gets down to business right away.
And I'm pretty sure one of the things that the fans here at the venue and the fans watching all over the Philippines are looking forward to seeing is how close these guys are as friends, because you always see them 100%, 120% on the court just trying to win. But right now, it's more about camaraderie, friendship, and playing for the fans and letting the fans have a good time. So I'm looking forward to, I'm going to do a count of how many dunks are going to be made in this game, that's for sure.
You can be sure that this, especially the first half, not a lot of defense is going to be played unless both Team Chris and Team Borgie get down to business right away. But as you saw in the bantering going around during the introduction of the starters, Kiefer Avena ready to have a lot of fun.
Bobby Ray
Well, the first blood, so to speak, is drawn by Ray Parks for Team Borgie.
Bobby Ray Parks, back-to-back UAAP MVP, averaged 17 points per game in the Phil Oil tournament. And their team is going to be playing in the finals on Wednesday.
That's going to be against University of the East, a highly improved University of the East. And you're going to see Roy Sumang playing here this afternoon today, if I'm not mistaken, at their team Borgie as well. And, you know, he has led, spearheaded that turnaround of the Red Warriors, and such a 180-degree turnaround. And we're looking forward to seeing them and their improvement in the upcoming UAAP season as Paras misses from outside. Absolutely departing from the style that his dad has played back in the day. Major low post, power play. Now he's shooting from the outside. So really a more, you know, current, conventional big man role where you see them shooting from outside, dribbling.
And talk about shooting from outside, Jeron Teng showing us that he has that range. So he's matched up against Bobby Ray Parks. Both of them talking to each other right after that shot by Jeron Teng.
Both second-generation players with dads who played in the big leagues. De La Rosa, the one-hander.
So a lot of free-flowing offense going around. Aljon Mariano matched up against Andre Paras, tries to go straight at him.
And how often do you see Adiogun carry the ball down the court? And how often do you see a coach letting him do that? Because that is the result. A turnover by Adiogun. Wami Chongson.
And this is going to be a good matchup between Karim Abdul and Ola Adiogun.
And also a perfect matchup, Pasera Mer and Kiefer Ravena, two guys who played, you know, absolutely toe-to-toe back when they were in high school.
Definitely one of the greatest matchups that we've seen in the high school ranks in this generation, Pasera Mer and Kiefer Ravena.
And they're guarding each other here. Post up by Mariano of UST. Baseline. No look pass into the hands of the opponent. And Team Borgie running. Team Borgie turning it over.
And we're going to see a lot of this, especially this first half. A lot of players trying to feel their way. You have to understand these guys probably had just one practice together, not normally playing alongside each other. So it's going to be interesting and fun to watch at the same time.
All right, let's listen to Selena Dagdag.
Well, Eric, Marco is actually lucky enough to be able to talk to some of the boys earlier in the dugouts, and they told me that they were able to hold team practice for today's matchup in Green Hills. The only problem is 5 lang daw sa kanila ang sumipot, and that is Kiefer Ravena, Chris Newsom, and Wami Tiongson of the Blue Eagles, and some Ladran players, Raymond Almazan and Mark Cruz. Ang malupit pa dyan, mas mahaba pa daw ang kainan nila kesa sa practice. Despite this though, all the boys are ready to put their best foot forward and give it their best shot minus the star complex. And although their team chemistry and their offensive and defensive plays remain uncertain and yet to be seen, one thing is for sure. For today's matchup, all these boys have their game faces on. Eric and Marco.
All right, thanks, Selena. No wonder. Sabi ni Coach Chris, strict daw siya kailangan kasi di ba lang ang sumipot sa practice.
Kailangan niyang bawiin yung nawalan practice time. Mukhang si Chris pa yung nanlibre nun siguro.
And right now, Chris Chu is on his feet. Medyo tutok na tutok si Chris as a coach. We can see him really standing. Si Borgie naman medyo more relaxed despite him trailing by 7. Parks in and out. Natapik ang bola. It will stay with Team Borgie down by 7. 13-6 against Team Chris here in quarter number 1.
Rexona Men with Dry Shield. keeps you free from sweat all day. Make every day count. Do more. Rexona, it won't let you down.
This special is brought to you by Rexona. Do more.
The crowd here with their fan colors, their banners sa Arena in San Juan for the Master Game Face All-Star Basketball Challenge. Chris Chu and Borgie Hermida are calling the shots on the bench today. Let's listen to Bea Fabregas.
Eric and Marco, kung kay Team Chris, 5 lang ang sumulbot sa practice, may pagyayabang pa naman na 10 ang dumating sa practice ni Coach Borgie Monday night. And while we take that as a good sign, Coach Borgie added that since they were only 10, they started off with some shooting drills. And of course, they followed it up with some pickup games. Now, you guys spoke about our coaches in tip-top shape, and apparently, our Coach Borgie couldn't just stand to be coaching on the side, but he joined his team as well for these fun pickup games. But of course, lastly, Coach Borgie believes that magkakaseryosohan ito pagdating sa dulo, so he definitely has some plays tucked up his sleeve for today. That's all for now. Eric and Marco.
Thanks, Bea. Kaya kanina pansin natin, sumusulat ng nagda-diagram ng mga plays si Coach Borgie. Oh, wow, what an alley-oop! From a Red Lion to a Bulldog.
Yep.
What a finish.
Very rare connection there between Baser Amer and Bobby Ray Parks. And you all know Baser Amer, one of the best passers in the league. And Bobby Ray Parks can finish. Kumbaga, bato mo lang yun dun, malapit sa ring. He's gonna get it.
Chongson behind the back pass. Ito, hindi pa nagkakaamu yan. I was trying to pass to a tiger, a growling tiger. There's Borgie Hermida there.
Back-to-back turnovers here for Team Chris, and platoon substitution getting ready for Team Chris. And another interesting sight that we're going to see here, Jerry Pingoy, the much talked about rookie from FEU, finally going to see action in the collegiate ranks.
There's Pingoy beside Royder Cabrera, and there's a foul on the play on Baser Amer.
Both teams, both coaches fielding in platoon substitutions. So we're probably going to see a lot of this, especially here in the first half. Maybe only in towards the latter portion of the second half where we're going to see teams really sticking to their solid rotation.
And if you're not in the know as to the case of Jeremy Pingoy, it's he won't be able to play for a couple of years para sa Ateneo because of a new rule put together by the UAAP. Relish the fact that you'll be able to see him here today for a lot of minutes on the court.
This is the first and last time for the next 2 years at least, is what we're told on live television for college basketball. But for those who've seen him in the juniors division, it's definitely a sight to watch.
Pingoy over Pinto, who scored over him earlier. And, what a run here, 6-0 run by Team Borgie. They got an 8-0 run, and now Team Borgie with the lead, 14-13, and a very unhappy Coach Chris.
You have two good guards, or two amazing guards here, R.R. Garcia and Nard Pinto, manning the point for Team Borgie.
Oh, Royder Cabrera knocks it in from outside. Alam naman natin si Royder, talagang pag nakakita ng puwang yan from 3, he will launch. R.R. Garcia.
Sinagot lang. Well, both these guys streak shooters in their own right. Royder Cabrera, we all know from Adamson Falcons, one of their main guns from the three-point area.
Pingoy. Yes, that's a 3.
From one King Tamarao to another baby Tamarao, Jerry Pingoy answers his older brother from the FEU program.
Post up by Semerad against Cabrera. UAAP NCAA matchup right there, and ball slapped away by Cabrera. Si Almazan, yung sentro ng letra, nandiyan. Let's see if he's gonna get some touches inside. Teng. Go cross court to Pingoy. Pingoy for 3. Almazan, the rebound. And passes to his teammate Cruz from Letran as well. And alley-oop busted up. Ball last touched, it seems, by Team Chris. And a timeout by Coach Chris Chu. Magbabalik tayo with more action right after these.
Ready,
with your game face? Master Oil Control Max with Zero Oil that helps control oil for up to 8 hours so you can put your game face on. Watch the Master Game Face All-Star Challenge. Go to our Facebook page for tickets.
You know, dandruff is a lot like football. Control the game, you win.
How do you get control? With Clear, specially formulated for men. After trying others, I finally won with Clear.
Get zero dandruff. Be in control. Choose Clear.
This special is brought to you by Clear Cool Sport Menthol. For zero dandruff, choose Clear.
Very high-scoring first quarter here, 19-17 sa ating Master Game Face All-Star Basketball Challenge. And ito ang ating venue, puno na. So many fans ng UAAP and NCAA.
Well, as is expected, a lot of offense to be seen here and not so much defense so far from both teams. Taking the lead back with back-to-back three-pointers.
Three on the way, wala. Almazan the rebound. Ito si Pingoy, tumatakbo for Team Chris.
It looks like both coaches called out or diagrammed the play off of that timeout.
Cruz, a terrific three-point shooter, dumps it down to his big man. Almazan to Cabrera. Cabrera for three, short.
But Cabrera did not see a shot that he didn't like.
Oh, nice crossover by Pinto. Pinto from 15. Nagkakiyaan sa rebound si Cabrera and Cruz. Good thing it still ended up with them. Here's Cruz. Can knock it in from there. Yes!
Assist there coming from Jerry Pingoy. Mark Cruz, really the main floor general that Letran has this season.
Pascual. Three-point field goal shooting, medyo mataas, no? Ang two-point field goal yata, medyo mababa ngayon. Under a minute remaining. Ball swatted away. Pinto. Dishes, Semerad outside. Garcia for three. Oh, tough shot.
Great pass fake there on the part of Nard Pinto. So not a lot of defense being played by both teams. Trying to find each other on those cute passes.
FEU Tamarao.
Garcia matched up against Jerry Pingoy on that occasion.
Oh, nice pass to a Red Lion. Semerad with his fourth point of the game. And would have counted if he went from Cabrera, who was hit, if I'm not mistaken, 1-3 so far in this game.
But Team Chris pulling out a one-point lead to end the first quarter. So expect another set of substitutions to start the second quarter and probably a little better defense from both teams.
It was a very relaxed, more offensive-minded first quarter between these two teams. And at one point, Team Borgie was down by 7, pero humabol sila courtesy of their threes, and now they're just within 1, 22-21. Team Chris leading the way after the first quarter. Magbabalik tayo with more action right after these.
This special is brought to you by Clear Cool Sport Menthol. For zero dandruff, choose Clear.
Ready with your game face? Master Oil Control Max with Zero Oil that helps control oil for up to 8 hours so you can put your game face on. Watch the Master Game Face All-Star Challenge. Go to our Facebook page for tickets.
Welcome back to the Master Game Face All-Star Basketball Challenge. Second quarter just underway mula sa arena in San Juan. And lamang Team Chris Chu by a point, 22-21, but not if Team Borgie can help it. Garcia drives in on, or in transition. Di pumasok yung attempt from outside. He rattles a three-hit. Dalawa na. Kalamagan, Team Borgie.
That is the second three-pointer from R.R. Garcia. And another guy who is not shy once he has an open look.
Marata spots up. That's short. Bingoy pushing the pace. Almazan. Oh, Almazan is blocked, but the save is right there.
Great trail job there on the part of Jeric Teng. Jeric Teng averages about close to 16 points per ball game.
Pascual posting up against the taller Almazan. Passes, Semerad. Here's Jeric Teng. Growling Tiger, pumasa sa loob. Almazan is fouled by Pascual. Let's check in with Team Chris's Selena Dagdag.
Yes, Eric, Marco, here with me is crowd favorite Kiefer Ravenna. Kiefer, kamusta naman ang pakiramdam at ang nakakalaro mo ngayon ay ang key players ng arch rivals niyo in collegiate basketball?
Siyempre masaya kasi ngayon lang kayo magsasama-sama. So, and we're very honored na kami yung napili ng mga fans. Siyempre, that's a big thing for us players na people recognize how we play. So, we're gonna make the most out of it and gonna have fun, of course, kasi kami yung pioneer ng All-Star game eh. So, very happy kami and hopefully maganda naman yung kalabasan niya. So, ngayon pala nakikita namin, nag-enjoy yung mga tao. So, okay yun para sa amin.
Yes, that's good to know, Keith, that you're enjoying. Because tama ka nga naman, we are all enjoying watching you. Back to you, Eric and Marco.
All right, thanks, Selena.
A great message there on the part of Kiefer Ravenna. It's really an honor to be voted by the fans as part of this all-star team. So you can be sure that these players, although it's